you're a mompreneur. And I was quite taken aback. In my head, I was like, hey, wait, that's not me. Why that term triggered so much in me? And for some reason, the term mompreneur felt very, it felt like a demotion, if I can call it, is why this internal clash is happening. Like a jigsaw puzzle is extremely empowering. Hey, Grow Tribe, welcome back to Honestly Say. Like most of you who are present here already know, I am an entrepreneur. I have been one since 2014 when I first started my business, Brand Label. Being an entrepreneur, running a business has been a key part of my identity. For the longest time, it was the only part of my identity that mattered to me the most. That obviously changed when I became a mom. Why obviously? I mean, call it God's will, call it like your evolution switch that kind of goes off. But when you have kids and you see your own child in your arms, literally something changes. There is some rewiring that happens in the brain, and that child becomes priority over and above everything else on this planet. And yes, my biggest identity shift, which I have spoken of in an earlier video, which you all can see, is when I became a mother. There was this identity crisis, and am I an entrepreneur, am I a mother, am I both? It took a lot of time to reconcile with these different versions of me and these different identities of me that I have. Now it's, confession time. I remember after I had my kids, I had gone to meet a new client. And in our conversation, he asked how many kids I have. I said I have 2 kids. And then his immediate response was, oh, you're a mompreneur. And honestly, that was the first time someone had called me that. And I was quite taken aback. In my head, I was like, hey, wait, that's not me. My business has nothing to do with kids. I didn't start my business after I had kids. In fact, my work has been my first child. I address Brand Label as my first child to a whole bunch of my friends, my family, my colleagues. And I'm not doing this to fill my time in any way. And for some reason, the term mompreneur felt very, it felt like a demotion, if I can call it. Like in my head, it was not that good a term. I felt I was not being taken seriously enough. I did get triggered by that term, if I would have just put it in one line. Obviously, I didn't, express all this to the client. I just smiled and okay, I let that pass. And obviously, then that term stayed with me, and I came back and I started doing, I thought about why that term triggered so much in me. And over a course of time, I realized that, this whole identity where I am just looking at myself as a businesswoman and I want to be taken seriously as a businesswoman even after having kids, is why this internal clash is happening. And the more thought I put into it, the more I realized that, hey, wait, I am a mompreneur. I am choosing to fulfill my ambitions and to pursue my entrepreneurial dreams while also prioritizing my kids and raising them in a manner that does justice to them and to me as a mom. And to kind of, live this duality day in, day out, to prioritize every hour of every day, to kind of move the pieces of my life like a jigsaw puzzle, is extremely empowering. And that is what a mompreneur actually is. So it was not the word that was the problem, but it was the definition that I had in mind, and it was what it made me feel. And the moment I switched the definition to one of empowerment, to one of accepting my truth and living that truth in its entirety, I was like, yes, I am a mompreneur. So now when I meet clients or I go for networking events, or if I'm, kind of giving a talk somewhere, I embrace my identity of a mom as with that much love and with that much conviction as I embrace my identity as an entrepreneur. I am both, and I'm here to do justice to both. I'm here to do my very best. I think a lot of you moms out there who are trying to kind of, find your feet in the entrepreneurial world, or a lot of you entrepreneurs out there who are now probably thinking of having kids, go through this journey of figuring out how I'm going to be able to balance the two. And that's the whole purpose of Honestly Same. So I would love to hear from you. What do you think about the term mompreneur? How do you identify yourself? How are you juggling these two identities? Let's get talking. Thank you for watching. At Honestly Same, I'm building a community of women who are dancing to the tunes of life. They are juggling motherhood with ambition. If you find yourself in the same boat, if you want to hear stories about women who are going through the realms of motherhood and trying to figure out entrepreneurship and build their own professional identity, then this channel is for you. Hit subscribe.